What if I told you the most powerful soil amendment isn't something you buy, but something you make from an everyday waste product that's literally sitting in your yard right now? Fellow gardeners, prepare to have your minds completely blown. Today we're diving deep into the revolutionary world of grass clipping fermentation, a game-changing organic method that will transform your garden into a thriving ecosystem that laughs in the face of expensive chemical fertilizers. Unlock your garden's full potential. Stop right there before you bag up another pile of grass clippings for the curb. You're literally throwing away green gold that could be revolutionizing your soil health. Those seemingly ordinary clippings from your weekly mowing routine contain an incredible powerhouse of nutrients just waiting to be unlocked through the ancient art of fermentation. Your current soil might be silently sabotaging your gardening dreams without you even realizing it. Most garden soils, especially in suburban settings, are depleted of the vital microorganisms and nutrients that plants desperately crave. We've been conditioned to reach for expensive synthetic fertilizers that provide temporary fixes while actually damaging the long-term health of our soil ecosystem. But what if there was a better way, a way that not only feeds your plants but actually builds living, breathing soil that gets better year after year? The fermentation process we're about to explore doesn't just compost your grass clippings, it transforms them into a concentrated elixir of plant nutrition that's immediately available to your garden. This isn't your grandmother's compost pile that takes months to break down. We're talking about a controlled fermentation process that creates a liquid fertilizer so potent that you'll see results in days, not seasons. The fermentation revelation. The science behind grass clipping fermentation is absolutely fascinating and honestly, surprisingly simple. When we create the right anaerobic environment, beneficial bacteria begin breaking down the cellular structure of grass clippings, releasing nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and dozens of trace minerals in forms that plants can immediately absorb. This process also creates beneficial enzymes and organic acids that improve soil structure and enhance nutrient uptake. The magic happens when we combine fresh grass clippings with simple household ingredients that most gardeners already have in their pantry. Brown sugar or molasses acts as food for the beneficial microorganisms, while a small amount of sea salt creates the perfect mineral balance. Water becomes the medium that allows these incredible biological processes to unfold. You know, the beauty of this system is really its simplicity. There's no need for expensive equipment or complicated procedures, just pure biological alchemy happening in a basic container. It's kinda amazing how something so straightforward can be so effective. So, during fermentation, the pH gradually drops, creating this acidic environment that actually prevents harmful pathogens. At the same time, it encourages beneficial lactobacilli and other soil-friendly microorganisms to flourish. It's a pretty neat trick of nature, honestly. These microscopic allies don't just break down organic matter, they also produce natural plant hormones and growth factors that, well, supercharge root development and boost overall plant vigor. The end result is a living, breathing fertilizer that works in harmony with your soil's natural ecosystem. So, creating your first batch of fermented grass clipping concentrate is, honestly, remarkably straightforward. But, getting the ratios right really makes all the difference between success and, well, a smelly mess. You want to start with about 4 cups of fresh grass clippings, and I really want to emphasize fresh here, because you want those cells just packed with moisture and nutrients. Now, it's super important to avoid clippings from lawns that have been treated with herbicides or pesticides. These chemicals can actually interfere with the fermentation process, and yeah, they could potentially harm your garden. The magic ratio that honestly consistently produces outstanding results is 4 parts fresh grass clippings to 1 part brown sugar or unsulfured molasses, with just a pinch of sea salt added to the mix. Alright, so you'll want to combine these ingredients in a clean glass jar or a food-grade plastic container, And then, just add enough non-chlorinated water to create a thick slurry. You know, tap water works fine if you let it sit out overnight to allow the chlorine to evaporate, or, honestly, you can use rainwater or well water for even better results. Now, mix everything thoroughly until the sugar completely dissolves, then go ahead and press the mixture down to remove any air pockets. The key to successful fermentation is creating an anaerobic environment, so go ahead and cover your container with a loose-fitting lid. This lets gases escape while, preventing air from getting in. Place your fermentation vessel in a warm spot, away from direct sunlight. Ideally, you want a temperature range between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which, honestly, creates the best conditions for those beneficial microorganisms to work their magic. Within about 24 to 48 hours, you'll start to notice the mixture bubbling and developing a sweet, slightly tangy aroma. That's a sure sign that healthy fermentation is well underway. Over the next 7 to 10 days, you'll want to stir your ferment once daily with a clean wooden spoon, always making sure to press the solids back down under the liquid surface. The liquid will gradually darken and develop a rich, earthy smell that tells you, hey, the grass clippings are releasing their concentrated nutrition. After 7 to 10 days of active fermentation, your grass clipping elixir will be ready to transform your garden. The finished product should have a deep amber or brown color with a pleasant wine-like aroma that indicates successful fermentation. If you detect any putrid odors or see fuzzy mold growth, something went wrong in the process, and it's better to start fresh rather than risk introducing harmful organisms to your garden. Strain your fermented concentrate through a fine mesh sieve or cheesecloth, pressing the solids to extract every drop of liquid gold. The resulting concentrate is incredibly potent and should never be applied directly to plants without dilution. The standard dilution ratio is 1 part fermented concentrate to 10 parts water, creating a nutrient-rich solution that won't burn plant roots or overwhelm your soil ecosystem. Alright, so, here's what you need to do. Apply your diluted grass clipping fertilizer directly to the root zone of your plants. Make sure to avoid any contact with the leaves to prevent any potential burning. It's really that simple. Now, let's talk timing. The best time for application is either early morning or late evening. During these cooler times, your plants can absorb nutrients without stress, which is pretty important for their health. And here's the exciting part. You'll be amazed at how quickly your plants respond to this living fertilizer. Within just a few days, you'll start to notice deeper green foliage, more vigorous growth, and an overall improvement in plant health that's simply remarkable. It's truly something to see. The transformation in your soil structure will be equally impressive. With regular applications of fermented grass clipping concentrate, you're introducing millions of beneficial microorganisms that improve soil drainage, increase water retention, and honestly, create the perfect environment for healthy root development. Your soil will gradually become darker, more crumbly, and richer in organic matter, all signs of a thriving soil ecosystem that will support incredible plant growth for years to come. Future-proof your garden. The financial benefits of grass clipping fermentation extend far beyond the initial satisfaction of creating your own fertilizer. Just think about it. A single batch of homemade concentrate, costing less than $2 in materials, can replace $20 to $30 worth of commercial liquid fertilizer. Over the course of a growing season, this simple practice can save hundreds of dollars while providing superior nutrition for your plants. Environmental sustainability makes this method even more attractive to conscious gardeners. Instead of contributing to landfill waste by bagging grass clippings, you're actually closing the loop in your own backyard ecosystem. Every gallon of fermented concentrate you produce represents organic waste that's been diverted from municipal waste streams and transformed into valuable plant nutrition. This approach reduces your garden's carbon footprint while building soil health that sequesters carbon and supports biodiversity. The versatility of fermentation really extends far beyond just grass clippings, opening up some exciting possibilities for creating specialized plant foods from all sorts of organic materials. For example, comfrey leaves can be used to produce a potassium-rich fertilizer that's just perfect for fruiting plants. Nettle ferments, on the other hand, create iron-rich solutions that are ideal for leafy greens. And honestly, kitchen scraps like banana peels and eggshells, those can be fermented into calcium and potassium supplements. Each material brings its own unique nutritional profile, which lets you customize fertilizers for your plant's specific needs. Scaling up your fermentation operation? Well, it's simply a matter of using larger containers and processing more materials. A lot of dedicated gardeners keep multiple fermentation vessels in rotation so they have a constant supply of liquid fertilizer all throughout the growing season. Some folks even invest in larger food-grade barrels for community gardens or small farming operations, showing that this traditional technique really does scale beautifully with a bit of ambition. The knowledge you gain from grass clipping fermentation connects you to centuries of sustainable agricultural practices that sustained human civilization long before synthetic fertilizers existed. You're joining a growing movement of gardeners who understand that working with natural processes produces healthier plants, richer soils, and more resilient garden ecosystems. This wisdom becomes more valuable every year as gardeners seek alternatives to expensive, environmentally questionable commercial fertilizers. Your journey with fermented fertilizers will deepen your understanding of soil biology and plant nutrition in ways that transform you from someone who simply grows plants into someone who cultivates living ecosystems. The confidence that comes from producing your own high-quality fertilizers empowers you to experiment, innovate, and share knowledge with other gardeners who are equally passionate about sustainable growing practices. The results speak for themselves when you compare plants fed with fermented grass, clipping concentrate to those relying on synthetic fertilizers or unfertilized controls. The difference in plant vigor, disease resistance, and overall garden productivity is so dramatic that many gardeners never return to commercial fertilizers once they experience the power of fermentation. Your organic revolution starts now. Fellow gardeners, you now possess the knowledge to transform your relationship with garden nutrition forever. This isn't just another gardening technique, it's a pathway to garden independence, environmental stewardship, and the deep satisfaction that comes from working in harmony with natural processes. Your grass clippings will never look the same now that you understand their incredible potential. Don't let this information sit idle in your mind. Start your first fermentation batch this weekend and experience the magic for yourself. Share your results with fellow gardeners, document your successes, and become part of the growing community of people who are proving that the best solutions are often the simplest ones. If this guide has opened your eyes to the incredible potential hiding in your own backyard, make sure to subscribe to The Humus Heritage for more game-changing organic gardening secrets. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries, and share this video with every gardener you know who deserves to unlock their garden's full potential. Together, we're building a movement of gardeners who understand that the future of sustainable growing starts with the wisdom of the past, enhanced by the knowledge of today. Your garden revolution begins now, and your plants will thank you for it.